Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all doing really well. Looking forward to the weekend. The weather is improved here. The spring is in full force, as we say. Been busy in the garden, having a bit of a plant and that. Anyway, so I thought I'd have a little evening session. Don't usually mix my gold, and there's an event on, so there might be a surprise in the bag. There's some little nice gold pieces. There's some silver rounds, some little silver bars, and I think there's a gold bar knocking about too. So you never know. You never know your luck. So I'm going to open both these up. I think that's about a 1/2 inch screen on the sieve. And I'm going to dump them in my pan and just have a quick pan out and see if there's any nice surprises. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't sieve it. Maybe I should just wait and see if I see something. That would be a bit exciting. I've caught a few silver bars in the screen before. But I've also, if you leave them in there and then pan out right at the end, you can find something. There's a dump in there. Make sure there's nothing left. So this is what I'm doing. This is a Flower of Scotland. Bring that up to you. I love this one. That's got a guaranteed 1/4 gram. There's always some nice little bits of Scottish gold in there. And I know it's got a little. I couldn't resist having a little poke. There's a couple of bigger pieces of stone there. Don't see anything obvious in there. Now this one is slightly different. It comes from Goldwise again. American Dream. This gold comes from Alaska. And just for a change, as it's event time, I'm going to mix it up. So I'm just going to dump that straight in there too. Give it a good shake down. I love this. I've had some beautiful pieces of gold. Nice little rough pieces and flat pieces. I'm going to run the magnet over, courtesy of the Flower Gold Wizard. Check him out. I enjoyed his episode at the weekend. He was dry washing to see and dry panning to see if the gold rate was the same, and just clearly wasn't. So I really enjoyed that episode. Have a look and catch you. Maybe think about looking at the circle. Have a great amount of fun on there. It's a great place to interact, talk to other prospectors. Always great colour quartz in here. Really, look at that. Yeah, I didn't use my magnet. Got all excited. So excited to pan. They're just chunks of really discoloured, fractured quartz. Anyway, let's have a quick pan. I'm going to pan into the other one. I'm doing a tank drain. I've been doing a lot of testing and ore crushing. And we've had a lot of fun lately, but the tank is certainly due a drain out. So we're going to drain the tank. And I might pan off what's in there just to see. Interesting colours. There's always very interesting colours in this dirt. The quartz. All going to get crushed when my crusher gets here. Very exciting times. I'm going to quickly have a little pan out. There's never too much black sand in this material. But when there is, I have found some gold. When there is black sands in the Goldwise pay dirt, you often find some flower gold in there, so it is worth checking out. I'm doing this right-handed. I am a left hooker, and I'm doing this right-handed. Hopefully you can see a little bit better in the pan today. Working it down, doesn't take too long. I will check my tailings. Oh, that was a funky bit of quartz. I'm going to go through these bits of quartz afterwards, because you never know your luck. I've had some great luck with the old mouldy ore. And just seeing that gold sitting in the quartz veins. It really is something quite to see. Cool, there's some big old stones in this. Well, big old stones. Maybe small pebbles, eh? And grab that out. That's a big old chunk of quartz. And again, massive chunks. I think that's what's making the noise in my pan. So we'll have a little, sorry, I've gone back to my left hand for a second, bear with me. Doesn't take long to get down. I can just see a little bit of gold appearing on the edge. So let's bring you around and see if I can show you a little bit better. I'm going to check this again. I don't think there's anything, no surprises in there. But hey, that is the event. You've got a chance of winning a silver bar, and I think there's a fabulous sapphire out there and some beautiful gold pickers and a couple of silver 1 ounce rounds as well. So lots to get excited about. Keep panning away. I'm getting there. You can see a bit of gold on the edge now, so I'm going to go really steady. So there'll be upwards of nearly 1/2 gram in here. So sometimes the Alaskan gold can be very micro too. So let's just inch off. I see some pyrites floating out there. Getting down to it, nearly there now. There's a couple of rocks there. I'll have to grab them out of it. Have a quartz, it's heavy. So that could be a good sign, eh? But I'm finding chunks of it constantly in there. Well, we're down, just about down to it now, so. Oh, looks like I can see some black sands appearing. I'll go steady now. Getting down to the last little bit. Yeah, there is some black sands in this. That, I guess that comes from with the Alaskan gold. Let's tweak it out. Let's see if we can have a little of a reveal. Have a little shimmy back. Oh, look at that. Nice. That is beautiful. Bit of cleaning up to do. There's a little bit of black sand there. But not too much. Let's give you a little bit of a show. There's some wiry bits. And I can feel them in my fingers. Nice little pieces. Look at that. Let's bring you around. I think there's a little bit, is that a little bit of escape here? 100%. There we go. Let's bring you around. See if I can do it some justice here. There we go. Yeah. Some nice pieces. Chunky little bits. Didn't find a lucky bar or anything, but hey ho, there you go. Can't win them all. There's some nice gold there. I'm going to let that dry out. Finish off removing the black sands. And yeah, onwards with the weekend. What other ventures? I'm hopefully going out. Hopefully going to go out. Let's drop you back on that. Make sure I pull you back out again. There we go. Hopefully going out, doing a bit of fostering at the weekend. So really looking forward to that. Who knows what we might find. So thanks for joining me. I think we'll call it an evening. That's a beautiful bit of gold there. Look at that. Lovely little rough picker. And then you pick it up. You pick it up, it's a picker. There it is, look. Beautiful. Drop that back in there. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to the new subscribers. The fossil... Oh, I nearly forgot. I'm all in a Sunday this evening. Can't even speak properly. Just before you go, can I show you this quickly? Now, the next fossil giveaway is due shortly. I'm thinking about doing the draw on Sunday. So, after I've been up the beach to see if I can find anything else to add to the prize pot. So here is the prize that is going to be given away. See if I can bring you down on there. And we've got a nice selenite crystal. It's a beautiful structure one there at the top. There's a nice array of shark teeth there. There's a few there that still got the enamel on. They're really quite sharp still. Some backbones of fish and sharks, the vertebra. Down at the bottom there's crinoid stems. They're always popular, fossilised crinoid stems. And we've got some gastropods, you know, seashells. On the right, you'll see that big tooth there. That's an Otodus obliquus tooth. I found that recently at the beach. You'll see a short of that if you look back a few videos. That's in the prize giveaway too. That is a beautiful tooth. A little bit of slight damage, but hey, you know, it's still a beautiful tooth. And there, just below the tooth, you will see that piece of flint. It's it looks like it's been napped all the way around the edge. So I've already got one in my collection, and it looks very, very similar to that. So like a Stone Age or Neolithic tool, like a scraping tool. So that's going in the prize pot too. And as always, as this is a treasure channel, I've just finished processing the last little bit of the old mouldy ore, gold ore. And I've got a lovely little bit of gold in there. There's a nice little rough piece. There's about 1/4 gram of gold in that little pot there. So that's going to go in the prize pot too. So it's a fossil stroke, a little bit of gold as well, giveaway. All you have to do to enter is to comment on the video on Sunday when I announce it. Hopefully I'll add in a few more little extra bits from my trip out on Sunday. So thanks for joining me again. Really looking forward to the weekend. I hope you all have great adventure, great fun, and good luck. This is Mooby Doo Gold Treasure Prospecting. For now, signing off.